Whoa there, Speed Demons. Welcome back to Half Minute Hero, the second coming. It's time for the Revolution title roundup. In this first mission, well, try to attack the Dark Dragon. Yeah, that happens. In this quest with the sacrificial clothes, one of the things you could do was to help out this old man by getting him some fish. Well, you know, why don't we go ahead and get the fish, but not actually give it to him. You only need 3 pieces out of the 4 sacrificial garments. So by getting the staff, the shoes, and the sacrificial headwear, well, the Evil Lord weapon can still fall for it. And yeah, really that just makes the fish we have kinda useless. Which is the name of the title. Tee-hee. So there's, last time around when we came undersea, we spent a lot of time knocking out that rock on the left side to turn off the undersea volcanoes. Well, what we'll do this time is, I'm gonna go through this entire level in only 30 seconds, so, you know, don't bother with the air emergent at all. Something else you can do is, after you've rescued the 3 Merman brothers, or the 3 sons, you can talk to the Merman father and he'll give you an herb. Which, you know, it's not nothing. Appreciate that. Somebody in the thread pointed that out, and I would literally have never have known about it otherwise, so I forget whose name it is, but thanks for pointing that out. So, in the mole level, after you've taken out the 4 mini-moles, there's 1 more mole to get. By taking out the big mole, we gain the Earth Spirit Stone, which will come in handy a bit later. In the avalanche level, just get hit by the avalanche 5 times. It takes a while. So here in this level it's a little bit difficult to describe, but you just have to dodge that rock right there. It creates a little path for you to go across, but it's a lot harder to dodge that rock than it seems. I don't know what it is, maybe it's just the way you have to dash past it is difficult. For the quiz, I think just dash through the doors as quickly as possible. That's the only thing I've got for it. I don't think you even have to get the answers right. You just have to go as quickly as possible. So maybe finishing it within 5 seconds. Speaking of, while we're in the Imperial Lab here, remember I talked about this, this grimoire had a, well, once you get the security card here, all you have to do is swap on the door that lands in front of you, and then you just have to go around it. And you know, once you take your little detour there, just finish out the level, and you'll have the title for a detour. That's all there is to it. Next up in the quest with Goo Legate, well, there are 3 cannons around, but who says we have to use them? Just don't use any of the cannons and you'll have the next title for Pacifist. It is worth noting, though, that Goo Legate is a lot stronger if you haven't hit him with any of the cannonballs, so that fight's definitely going to take a lot longer. You know, part of the reason he was shooting the cannons to begin with is just because he was so beefy. You can see here, this is taking a while. Next up, instead of talking to the scholar at the start of this quest, just immediately go to attack the villagers. It's about as effective as you might think. Meanwhile, in the mirror maze, don't break any of the mirrors. Just fight Luxdeus straight up. Which is pretty simple. I mean, you're fighting 5 of him instead of 1. But luckily, that's why I brought this Earth Spirit Stone with me. Something worth noting is all these different spirit stones. A lot of the summons seem to be based off of some of the... in Evil Lord 30 in the first game, he had his... oh, what were they called? He had 4 elemental helpers. I can't remember what he called them. It was a fantastic name, though. So meanwhile, on the Death Rail map, just don't get the motorcycle. That's it. I hate motorcycles. So I don't remember if I did this one before or not, but make your way up to Feyglot without being seen, or without having your invisibility ruined. And then on the other hand, have it ruined 5 times. Yeah. So for this level, instead of going the long way up each one of those towers, just have Hero Castle happen to them. It's a lot quicker that way. So this quest, there's a lot of different ways to play around with it. One of them is, after telling Athena to take care of one set of castles or the other, go ahead and destroy those castles before she has a chance to. Athena on a fool's errand. I like that. The other title for this level is gotten by, well, you just need to finish up all 4 of the Evil Lord castles without Athena's help. So just don't even talk to her at all, and then go around and destroy all 4 of them. Here in this level, trying to walk through these barriers is possible, but it's gonna hurt. Now, the other title for this level is, it's a little bit trickier. What you have to do is you have to go through the, all the side areas, or at least destroy the boss, without using any secret passages. Now, it's okay if you step on any of the bumpy squares, just don't actually face the wall when you're in a bumpy square or it'll open up the passage, and I believe that will, that'll screw you over. So, yeah. Really, you do get a nice feel for this place's architecture afterwards, though. And you know, fighting off General Gustav isn't so hard, because he only has the one secret passage. And the tricky one is General Richter's side, because, at least in some areas, walking straight forward will actually hit you into a secret passage, that one right there. The rest of them, you have to almost be trying to walk into. After that, just finish up the level without accidentally walking into any secret passages, and you're set to go. So there's a little bit more work to do. I was going to pick up some Evil Lord medals, and there's still actually 2 more on this continent that you can't access the way I've been doing things. What you have to do is go back to the, well, first there's also one way back here on the first continent that I totally missed. But you have to go back into the quest where you have to destroy the Evil Lord castles, and instead of getting Sheldonic some food, Levin's here to help you out instead. So yeah, by using the cannon, at least once in this level, it does become available for use after the map too. Normally, since, you know, at no point did anyone repair the cannon, I haven't been able to use it all these last times. What is it with RPGs and launching people out of cannons for travel? Anyway. Yeah, so now that we have access to this top continent again, because Childonics won't fly there, here's the last 2 Evil Lord medals in these 2 conspicuous trees. And that'll do it. That is every title in Hero 30 Revolution. Let's go ahead and grab all of our goodies from the Evil Lord, because, man, it's been a while since we've got any, huh? He does have a few goodies to pass off to us. A new weapon crafting recipe, which we really continue to not be able to use. He has a new formation for us, the Meteor Formation, which doesn't really give you any stat boosts, but it does do something if you change formations or change parties in the middle of a fight. We get the Advanced Swordsman class, and we get a new weapon. Meanwhile, that's it for me, so please join me next time when we start the next chapter.